So what will be different when you're up in the front of the car? What will we see? What will you demonstrate?
Well, you know, basically the routes will be a little more curvy.
And he's doing the same as me.
Just sitting there. Yep.
We'll see automatic deceleration before curves, and we go the right speed all the time. Basically, we will drive another 20 minutes without me having to do much. The streets will be different. In this vehicle, we don't have HD maps, right? So we don't know exactly whether we are, from a map point of view, whether we are on the right or on the left lane. This would be necessary for fully autonomous driving. We see, of course, with the sensors whether we are on the right or on the left lane. But
by the way, our connections are weak, so we might die again, but I'll just keep the phone running, and if it starts again, we'll keep going. Hopefully we get cell phones coverage here. There's some questions. Lost it. Yeah, it's strange and stuff. Have you noticed a difference in insurance rates was one of the questions. So whether you have features, safety features involved in the car.
Yeah. It makes a difference. It can make a difference. The way it works is that normally, at least in Germany, this is the way it works, that you get an initial insurance rating when the car goes into market, and there the insurance companies consider the technology which is in the vehicle.
Yeah.
For example, when we first introduced the Distronic in the S-Class years ago, we sold a third less bumpers than we sold before. And that was, of course, for one reason, because vehicles didn't crash into the vehicles in front of them much more seldom. So this gives us an indication that Distronic alone avoided a third of accidents where you bumped into another vehicle in front of you.
A third
At that time, yeah.
All right, we're back. We were just talking about insurance rates. Somebody asked a question about, Roman asked a question about insurance rates. And you said that a third, when you started putting these features into cars, that you sold a third less bumpers.
Yeah, that's right. Well, our colleagues in after sales didn't like it too much at some time, but yes. That indication was then given to the insurance companies, and they made long-term statistics and everything, and for many of the vehicles we were successful that we were in a lower insurance rate. And
now you get the next takeover warning because we have to turn right
onto the NV168.
Car is decelerating, so if I do something on the steering wheel, so the system knows the driver is in charge, what will happen. So
that's awesome.
Now turn right.
So you're still driving here. Now
we can switch.
All right. So I got to get in the back?
No, you can sit here.
Oh, I can drive.
No, not you. But
be patient. You're going to get
All right. So, kann ich drüber sitzen?
Yeah. So what are we going to see? What are we going to see now?
Again, basically, we will have the drive pilot of the autonomous test version in the E-Class, and we will see that we follow the road and decelerate and accelerate adequately. We will see that the vehicle automatically takes over new speed limits and adapts it to the speed. I basically don't have to do anything then, but the car takes care of following the road, and we will see that this is...
By the way, I see a new feature on the dash that it sees the speed limit sign. How does it know the speed limit? Is it looking on the camera with the signs, or is that from the mapping features that have been mapped?
It sees it from the signs. Now, if it doesn't see it from the sign for a long time, it would use it from the maps.
Okay.
There are systems out there that only use map data. Sometimes that is not really too accurate. There's a lot of work going on that map data is getting more and more accurate. So I think this is a feature that is good in the future.
In February, by the way, I'm visiting Here, who makes your maps. The new maps. Here does not make this map yet. This is still TomTom map, right? So
destination.
the car still doesn't sense whether you're drunk or tired or incapable of driving a car. Right?
Yeah. We have one algorithm here, the attention assist, that would tell me if I'm getting too tired, but this is a system that takes some time. It's not designed for an autonomous driving to see the very exact moment of when I might close my eyes or something. For full automated driving, we would see that we want to know whether the customer is awake and is really attentive or not.
Yeah. But many of these features, I know the Mercedes I drove here warned me if I hit a lane. It had a little haptic in the steering wheel and a little tone to say, "Hey, wake up! You're drifting." Which is another key that you're at.
We can do the same thing. I can demonstrate it. Of course, I will not reach the lane now because I'm in the automated mode. So I turn it off just to show you what's happening. If I now drift very slowly to the lane, I will get a one-sided braking. You might have noticed it is very, very smoothly, very comfortable. Now it's gone away. I can demonstrate it again. I go very slightly as if I were near to sleep and may get from the road. And once I'm there, I get a slight braking on the left side, which brings me back into the lane. And the system set me what it does, so I know what's happening.
This is cool.